Hi everyone, I'm Ara Topouzian, President and CEO of Troy Chamber of Commerce, and we're here with another episode of Inside Corporate Troy. And I can't think of a better corporation to really feature today, but MAHLE. And I'm here with Bethany Toldo. She is the Vice President, Filtration and Engine Perpetuals for North America. I had to read that. That's
okay.
That's
Peripherals, but
Peripherals.
yes, it is
I'm
a mouthful.
sorry.
I agree with you.
Bethany, tell me, who is MAHLE?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that it is the industry's best kept secret in terms of companies.
Okay, why?
Well, especially in North America, you ask somebody about our name, and it's very interesting, the approach, and maybe it's a little bit appropriate to rewind a little bit the clock.
Sure.
We are one of the top 20 largest companies in the world, and so every other vehicle that you'd see on a road, you'd find a MAHLE component in.
Okay.
But sometimes people don't identify the name with our products. So I think that's a function of maybe some of the history of the organization as well. It was founded early in the 1900s, and then is part of a foundation that was founded by two brothers whose last names are MAHLE.
Right.
And it's really a great part of our heritage because it's really that entrepreneurial kind of environment that we try to foster both on our campus and throughout the organization. Thinking about how we're structured, we've got different business units. So you talked about engine, filtration, and peripherals, which is where I fit to the organization. But we were really started with pistons and cylinders and engine components, basically. And then we've got other businesses that you'll hear from one of my colleagues shortly for thermal systems, and then we also supply aftermarket. So there's many different branches, and we tend to only really look at ourselves sometimes in specific things or needs to the customer. So
what country did this start in? I mean, was it not? I don't think it was formed in North America.
No, you're right. It started in Stuttgart, Germany.
Okay.
And I think it's very widely known if you were to ask people from other regions. So there's some growth that happened organically, particularly in the first business units.
Right.
So the engine components, and then there's inorganic growth where there's different acquisitions that have occurred over time that create the MAHLE that we know and love today.
Okay, so talk about some of the strengths. What do you feel are the positive strengths here at MAHLE?
Sure. Hands down, it's our people.
Sure, okay.
Hands down. You know, one of the things that we strive for is an organization that's proud to work for. Because we are a global company, team spirit and collaboration are all really big parts of what we need to do every day. So it's not uncommon to walk through the campus and then you'd see people on global conference calls, things along those lines. But the increasing need for global program management, global coordination is something that really comes down to people at the end of the day, especially when you're not always face-to-face having some dialogue, right? So if I think about our values and then thinking back to the heritage of the organization, we want freedom to act in the entrepreneurial kind of individual, but we want that team spirit and connection across the globe. And I think our people are a true testament to how we do that today. And if you walk through the campus, and I'm sure you will, you'll see some signs of expect excellence, and that's really what I believe our whole campus and our organization is striving for every day. You never reach it, but you keep striving, right?
Bethany, talk about the filtration part of MAHLE.
Sure. So it also comes from some history and inorganic growth in our organization. Our products are air cleaners and intake manifolds, mostly underhood components that you would see. We do some oil coolers and warmers, and when I'm crossing borders, they always say, what kind of products do you have? I always summarize it underhood plastic components for usually powertrain and engine peripherals. But really an interesting, I have a passion for plastics, so it's an interesting commodity, several commodities for us, and we pride ourselves in being a system provider.
Right.
And it's a changing environment, as you know, with the world today. So we're looking at electric drives as well in our future portfolios, and also what's the technology of plastics as we evolve.
So talk just a little bit about the workforce. How many employees here, and
Yeah. Well, globally, we're over 75,000 people.
Okay.
So I'll start there just to kind of give you an idea of the organization, and we're more than 12.5 billion in sales globally as well, and 130 different locations. When you break that down a little bit further, we're 15 R&D centers globally, of which this campus is one of them.
Okay.
And then on this campus, we have filtration and engine peripherals, and then thermal as well, thermal systems.
And the types of skills that the workforce here has, because that's certainly what we talk about, you know, globally is the skill set of our current workforce in this economy. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, we've got a strong engineering community on this campus, but also human resources and sales. Not so much finance and accounting, but you would find controlling functions here as well.
Right.
So a big part of the heart of what we do here is kind of an innovation hub, I would say. So basically, good ideas can happen anywhere in the world, whether they're at a headquarters or at a plant location. But one of the things that we work hard at every day here is innovation, and not just in engineering, in all of our support services as well.
Okay, terrific. We could probably talk forever about all the things that are going on here, and you've got, like you said, a plethora of people here that could really speak to it. And we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk to one of your colleagues. So
for sure. Thanks so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you for the
appreciate
time.
It.
Okay, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Again, I'm Ara Topouzian from Troy Chamber of Commerce, and we're still here at MAHLE. I'm here with Uwe Krueger, Vice President, Thermal Management, North America. So I said that right.
Nice to meet you, sir, first. Yes, you said that absolutely.
That was pretty good.
I gave you 95% before, you're up to 99.9.
I'm 99, okay. So speaking of names that may be hard to pronounce, are we saying it right? Is it MAHLE?
You're saying it very, very well, yeah.
Okay.
You're saying it very well. But typically we have some struggle from time to time.
What are some of the names that how do people say it?
It's MAHLE, so all of the above, very similar to my first name, which is also some opponents say it's you or you, we.
Or you, yeah. Well, I don't know anything about that because I have this perfect name of Ara Topouzian that never ever gets butchered. So, Uwe, thank you, for joining us. And we talked to Bethany a little bit earlier about sort of the strengths of the people here at MAHLE. And can you expand on that as well?
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad that we can start with this because this is certainly our highest asset we have in the company.
Sure.
It's our people who make the difference for our customers, for our communities, and obviously for the company. We have a motto here, which is our goals, our passion, and really our people are living up to this expectation. I think I heard Bethany talking about the excellence we are striving for. She's right, we will never 100% achieve it, but we are getting better every day.
Sure.
And our people are fully bought into this concept of that only passionate people can be successful in business. Only then we can create the value for our customers and for our company. So we are very proud about our workforce and what we do together. People are not only passionate about the business side. We have, as an example, a young leadership or young business community. It was a grassroots idea coming from our younger colleagues, and they're doing a lot of initiatives, not only again for the company, also within the community. They're helping out
that's great.
in projects, and I think it's really a great story to show how passionate our people are, not only for automotive and for business, but also for the communities.
Well, and congratulations for recognizing that too. I mean, I think that's the mark of excellence for any kind of a corporation that really puts at the top of the list their people. But the fact that you've recognized the younger professional component and tried to get them, the things that they need to grow, keeps a happy workforce here. So let's talk about here. Let's talk about the Troy campus and then the history of this campus. How long have you been here? Why Troy?
Yeah, why Troy? Obviously, one of the major reasons is the fantastic network Troy is offering to us. We are obviously part of a community here. This is the world automotive hub, Metro Detroit area. We can collaborate with our peer companies. Obviously, we have access to our customers very easily. Yeah. We have a level of competence here in Metro Detroit, and in particular also in Troy, which is phenomenal. I still believe that is the worldwide hub for automotive, not only for today's technologies, but also for the future. And we will hopefully have a little bit of time to talk about this as well. We started here in 2002. At the time, that was Bear America who started this campus. It started basically with one building. We call it today the Tech Building. We then added in 2004 one of our centerpieces we have here on campus, which is our climatic wind tunnel. Yep. It's a world-class facility where we can basically bring every road and climate condition into our lab. So our customers and we do not need to go for testing to Alaska or to Death Valley to get the extremes. We can simulate it all here in our tunnel. And what is unique is that we not only can simulate the climate, we also can simulate all kind of driving conditions. So we have a dyno where we can basically stress the engine, stress the interior of the vehicles, and it's a very unique testing facility, which is highly used by ourselves for our own development, but we also rent it out to customers. And we have often a hidden truck coming into the campus here with a new prototype where customers are testing the first time a new vehicle concept, and that's pretty unique.
Okay. Well, it's surprising you would need that given Michigan's weather changes just as quickly.
That's true. That's
true. The fact, now, I have seen that in a past tour, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So that was a major milestone in 2004. Bear America then grew strongly. When we started here, we had about $300 million of sales in North America. There was a quick growth to almost 800 million, so we needed to expand. So the building we are sitting in here today is what we call our headquarter building. And this has been added then as a second phase of the campus development. And now today we're hosting more than 500 people on campus, different business units, Bethany's Filtration unit, thermal, but we also have integrated a new component, which is our compressor profit center, which we had the chance to integrate out of our latest acquisition target, which was to integrate Delphi Thermal into the MAHLE Bear thermal business. And so that is a unique campus now with different disciplines, very interactive opportunities of cooperation in our campus here.
Talk about the automotive as a changing market. It seems to be changing rapidly. What is MAHLE's involvement with that, and what are your thoughts behind that?
Absolutely. No, thanks for the question. So first of all, we have formalized very recently a new strategy. We call it our dual strategy, where we, on the one hand side, still focusing on our core strength for the combustion engine. We still believe there will be a lot of combustion engines in the next 10, 20 years on a global scale, and also in North America. We are, as a thermal business unit, we are in the top 3 of everything what we do, be it the HVAC unit for vehicles, being it engine cooling, being it advanced cooling systems. We are serving customers from small B platform cars up to heavy-duty Class A truck. And we are within the top 3 of every market we are serving. So we are seeing ourselves clearly as one of the top market leaders in this segment. However, we have very actively in this dual strategy changed a lot of our approaches towards the new technologies. So thermal management is needed for every propulsion system which you can imagine in the future to come, be it fully electrical vehicles, be it fuel cell vehicles. One of the bottlenecks is always the thermal management. The batteries need to be cooled, sometimes even heated, depending on the state of the battery. Fuel cell concepts go even deeper in thermal management. And we are engaged in all of this. We have recently had significant success with new companies, a lot of them on the west coast of the United States, to really be an enabler for these new technologies. We will not run behind this trend.
Right.
We are the ones who are creating this trend. These customers need us with our system competence to really develop with them together these new exciting vehicles. And we are today, we can certainly say that on, for example, on the Tesla Model 3 vehicle. So we're doing all thermal management for this vehicle. But we're going much further now with new trends and new technologies. And coming back to the beginning, it's the people, because this is a totally new world. It's much more agile. There is not a given product development process like we used to know. We need to change our concepts. We need to be much more flexible. So there where our people strength really comes into play. And I believe that's why we are successful in serving this market in particular.
Terrific. Well, we could probably go into like 20 different directions and talk more about what's going on, but I've kind of run out of time. Uwe, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ara.
It's a pleasure, on behalf of the Chamber. It's great to have you not only as a member of ours, but within the community. It's a good thing to have you here. We wish you the continued growth and the best for the future. We'll be paying attention and looking for good things.
Thank you, but also thank you to the Chamber for all the support. You were involved in this campus development. I remember that in the beginning of 2000, so thank you for that as well.
Oh, our pleasure, our pleasure. That's about it. We've run out of time. Again, my name is Ara Topouzian. If you'd like some more information on Troy Chamber of Commerce, we ask you to go online to troychamber.com. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.